Hi, in this video, I want to show you how to properly add missing siblings, some different considerations that might pop up as you're doing so. So in this source from the 1880, we're attaching it to this family, and we can see that there's not a lot of information about this Thomas and Annie. So we're really basing this off of John Brennan, one of their children. And it has all of these siblings, which we can attach. But we want to make sure that this is indeed the correct family before we start adding all of these kids. So John Brennan, the years, just a year off, and this 1880 census, Joliet-Will, Illinois, seems to be a very good match. So we can successfully go and add these children to this family. So as we click add, Family Search will say that we may have found Mary Brennan in our system already. So we're going to go through and see if this is if these existing Mary Brennans are indeed this one here. We can see that the dates, this one's a couple years off and this one's right on. Here we look at some of their relationships. So the parents Thomas Brennan and Anne Kilroy. Anne Kilroy doesn't match Annie Daly, and so we're going to ignore that one. If it does end up being a match, it can easily be merged in later on. But since that doesn't seem to jive, we're going to skip that one. This Mary Brennan has parents of Thomas Brennan and Anne Costello. Anne Costello, not a match because this Daly is Annie's maiden name. And so if they are confident in that, if it's fairly similar, it might just be a transcription error or an indexing error, then we can investigate further. But since these surnames are very different than Daly, we're going to head and create a new person since this does not seem to match either of these two. And again, if this is a duplicate, it can easily be merged down the road as we do more investigation. So it automatically fills in all of the information that we need, and we go ahead and create that new person and add over any new information from the left side that needs to come to the right and go ahead and attach. So let's look at a different family and some considerations here. So with this one, apparently there are some siblings that are not being recognized in the sibling category here. And so we want to just go double check the census image and see why not. If there's a clear answer to that, maybe it's siblings to the mother instead or something. So we're just going to zoom in. Here we see John Morrison, his wife Catherine, son, daughter, son, daughter. So they're all siblings and they're all very close in age. So we can confidently pull these up to the sibling category. Now keep in mind, as you're dragging them up, make sure not to put them into the child category. I mean, yes, they are children of this John and Catherine, but with John and Catherine's son John being the focus person, Margaret is John's sister, not John's daughter. So we want to make sure to drag it to the proper category. And so that is an easy mistake, but we want to make sure that we're doing it properly. We're dragging those to the proper relationships to the focus person, not just to the head of the household here. And if that's kind of confusing for you, I have another video that shows what these confusing parentheses mean, because they swap around and they can be a little bit tricky to navigate if you're just learning. So we've properly dragged out of the other category these siblings to this John into their proper place here, and we can go ahead and click add, and it fills in all of the information over here because Family Search tried to find somebody that was existing in the tree and it couldn't find a match, so it is wanting to create a new person. And we can go ahead and attach that, add in any new information from the left side to the right, and go ahead and attach. And so those are some of the considerations to use as we are attaching siblings and adding new siblings to the tree.